as we were doing our research over the years, and thinking about all these different interactions, but in particular the gut-brain connection, we wondered whether or not we can essentially access this rich communication between the intestines and the brains through microbes. And so, maybe the first step is I think a lot of this, what I'm about to say, is intuitive, but at least I wasn't thinking about it on a regular basis, but just how much our brain and our intestines actually communicate with each other. So if we think about our senses, right, sight, smell, hearing, taste, and touch, our visceral senses, I mean, these are all inputs into the brain. And the brain uses those inputs not just to sense the environment, but to make decisions. But I would argue the largest molecular input to the brain is through the gut, right? So in terms of actual molecules that enter our body, our digestive system evolved just for this reason, right? Is obviously to bring in nutrients to nourish our bodies, but also brings in a rich chemical library of molecules that circulate throughout our entire body and into our brain. And so, again, many molecules that are found throughout our bodies, including our brain, are products from bacteria, generally dietary products that that were metabolized or produced by bacteria, are what we absorb. In fact, I've read studies that say somewhere along the lines of 90% of the molecules that we ingest, that entered into our body, were first metabolized by bacteria, right? And so essentially, bacteria alter what we eat, and then we eat their byproducts. And so this really was fascinating to me, to think that there are so many, that there's such a huge impact of of the intestines on outcomes that are regulated by the brain, whether that's behaviors, whether that's neurodegeneration, whether that's decision making, memory, and cognition.